right, everyone, welcome back to the Powerful One Studio. Today I got my journals with me, guys. I got my coffee, I got my Tommy pen, and I've got my 3 journals. And today we're going to be talking all about journaling. Journaling is something that I'm really passionate about. I really love journaling. A lot of my mentors and leaders throughout the years have always been huge proponents of journaling, and they have kind of instilled that and passed that along to me. But one of the reasons I continue to journal today is because I've seen the fruitfulness of it in my life. And so today's journaling talk is going to be all about this idea of growth needs to be measured. And I want you guys to think about that just from a very natural standpoint. You know, when a kid is beginning to grow and develop and hit puberty and all these different things, you know, the parents and the doctors, they're always weighing them. They're always checking their height and all this stuff because you want to measure growth. And so journaling is a process where you can measure your growth in all of these different areas. And because you guys know Powerful One is all about the spirit, the soul, and the body, today I'm going to take you guys through my daily journaling. I'm going to take you through my spiritual journaling, and I'm going to take you through my workout journaling. All 3 things that I do on a very regular basis that I feel like really help me to step into being the powerful one that God created me to be. And so today, first and foremost, we are going to talk about the workout journal. So literally, I am a huge fan of workout journaling. It is a tangible thing that you can begin to look at from weeks, months, years, and begin to see, again, the way you grow in the gym is progressive overload, continuing to progressively get stronger and stronger by being able to put more weight, more stimulus on your muscles. And so one thing I do to track that is I have a journal, okay? And I have historically also used my phone a little bit, but there's something about being in the gym. I cannot stand when I'm in the gym and I watch people just do a set and then just twiddle around on their phone and scroll and do all this stuff. It just bothers me so much. When I go to the gym, there's no phones allowed, right? I may have music on or I may have a podcast on, but my phone is tucked away. I just got my headphones in. I can skip it on my watch. I can skip it through my headphones. There's no phones allowed in the gym, guys. The gym is a place where you should be working hard. It's a time where you should be able to be disconnected from your phone for literally 45 minutes to an hour. I mean, come on, we got to be able to disconnect from our phones when we're working out. And so to do that, I make sure that to be able to still track my workouts, I will write it down on my workout journal. Now, unfortunately, I was at the gym yesterday, and of course, the one day I leave my workout journal at the gym, and so I have a makeshift one today. I was actually excited to show you guys my workout journal. I'm a big fan of it. It's got my workouts from the past 2 years, almost every single workout that I've done in the past 2 years in that journal. But unfortunately, I forgot it today, so I'm going to show you guys something very similar that I have. So I just have a nice little pocket journal. It's something that if I'm moving around to machine, it's something that I can fit in my pocket. Okay, that's the first and foremost. Another thing is going into the gym with a plan, right? A lot of the splits that I like to do when I'm working out are very different than most people. I like to do anterior splits, posterior splits, and then I like to do either a little bit of a leg, shoulder, or just full body. And so what I mean by that is I like to be able to work out my chest, my biceps, and my quads all in the same day. Now, the reason I do that is because I can go from a superset to a chest workout, to a bicep workout, to a quad workout, and none of those muscles are being affected when I'm doing a specific lift. For example, if I'm bench pressing, there is very minimal strain on my biceps, very minimal strain on my quads. So I'm able to move from a chest press right into a bicep curl, right into a leg press, and just continue to work through that. I can get my workout done very quick and effective. And the good part is when I'm doing my chest workout, I'm also stimulating my triceps a little bit. When I'm doing my leg workout, I'm also stimulating the hamstring, the glutes, stuff like that. So I feel like it's a good progression because you're not just automatically dead after 5-10 minutes. Anyway, have a plan for your workout is what I'm getting to. And so what I will do, like I said, this is my makeshift journal, but at the top, I will write the location where I'm working out. I will write the time of day. I will write the day of the week, and I will give myself a pre-workout grade. This is really important because I want to be able to understand a little bit more about how I feel, which days of the week, how I feel, which times of the week. Do I have caffeine in my system? Like for example, yesterday I did a workout. I almost never do pre-workouts, energy drinks, anything like that. Now I did do one yesterday. I did the Jocko pre-workout because that's one of my favorites. And so I just wrote in the top corner, Jocko. I want every detailed information because I want to be able to track the progression of my workouts. Did I come into this workout feeling like a B and leave at an A? And if so, what was the stimulus that did that? And so at the very end of my workout, I'm going to write something, a little bit of a summary for myself. Hey, I came in today with no energy, no pre-workout in my system, a bad night's sleep. But I was able to work really hard. I was able to push through and break a sweat, and I was able to just push through, right? And so I want to cue myself on how I'm feeling and what stimulus is affecting the progression of the overload of the workout, right? And so I will give myself that pre-grade and post-grade. I think that is so important, right? It's the worst when I go to the gym and I go in there at an A or an A plus and I leave at like a B. That means I had some more in the tank that I just didn't give. I didn't output. I didn't work hard enough. But it's also a really good feeling when you go in at a C or when you go in at a B and you leave at an A and you're able to track tangibly, man, I went in, I remember that workout. Man, I went in feeling bad, but I was able to push through it. I was able to get a powerful workout in, and I was able to grow from that. And so not only do I believe it's important to know the sets and the reps that you're at, because otherwise, if you're not tracking it, if you're not measuring it, how can you know that you're growing or not? Right? And so that's something that I will do. I'll look back at the workout from last week, right? If I'm on a pull day or a chest day, right? Anterior day, and I hit a bench press for 12, X amount of weight for 12 reps. Okay, well, what can I look at today? Can I hit that same weight for 13? Or can I add a 2.5 or a 5 pound on the weight and hit that for 12? Am I progressively getting better? Am I progressively getting stronger? And how are you gonna truly know that if you're not tracking it? So workout tracker, super important. Don't use your phone, guys. Use a pen, use a pad. Don't be that guy that in the gym just twiddling around on his phone. It just bothers me for whatever reason. Anyway, that is my workout tracking, guys. Big fan of that. Get yourself a little pocket-sized pad. Start tracking your workouts. You will not regret it. I've been doing this for a couple years now, and I've been able to see the growth. You go back through this workout plan after a year and you see your growth and it's tangible and you're like, man, I remember that day. I went in on that back day not feeling good and I powered through it. Boom, get yourself a workout journal, journal number 1. Journal number 2 is my daily journal. Guys, this is something called a Remarkable. They need to get me on the commission because this is something I've convinced so many people to buy Remarkables. A mentor of mine back in, I think it was like 2019 or 2018 had one. It's basically a paperless tablet. You can see I was studying some nutrition information right here, but it's basically a screenless tablet that you can use. It has a pen function that you can use as a pencil, a ballpoint, any type of pen that's really nice. And what it does is it has this really cool cloud that's in it where you can have different categories, right? So before, I used to have so many different journals, so many different notebooks, right? If I would be coaching a client and I would bring my pro wrestling journal instead of my coaching client journal, it was all of a sudden like, okay, I can't take the right notes, or I'd have to recopy those notes. What's super nice about the Remarkable, it has everything in a nice specific folder, and then you can even do folders within the folder. So for example, right here is my daily journal. I have some different ones in here. I have Bible studies that I'm teaching or that I'm a part of, church services. I have nutrition. I have songs and psalms that I've written. I have topical Bible studies, personal revelations that the Lord has given me, character studies in the Bible, books that I've read. But here's the main one I use, guys. This is a daily journal. So just to give you a little look at this is what I do pretty much every day. I've got anything in here from a 2023, 2024 reflection. I've got my 2025. I've got my gratitude journal. I've got my daily journal that I use every day. I've even got a folder in here that says wife. I've even went into detailed writing about who I want my wife to be, what I want her to look like. I'm not joking. There's literally, it says wife right there if you guys can't see, right? And so I go to 2025 and then I have prayer and study. And so every day when I'm spending time with the Lord in morning consecration and morning devotion, I will write out a prayer and study for that specific day. And I will journal the stream of consciousness, the stuff that comes to my mind, the stuff that stands out in scripture, the things that I feel like the Lord is speaking to me during prayer. I'll record all of this in my prayer and study section. And so you guys can see I have January, February, March. Right? So I click on the March tab right here and I have all these different days in March, right? You click on it, you begin to see, let's see, on March 4th, I had a good Tuesday morning prayer and study, and the Lord was giving me some direction for a Bible study that I was teaching based on relationship, right? And so it's really cool. I'm a big fan of writing things down. The research is very clear, guys, that when you write something down physically, it helps you to retain it that much more. Yes, I take notes in my phone. I still do that. I do like writing it down more. One, because I know it retains better. And two, I'm more likely to go back to it when I'm looking through these different folders and something jumps out. So do what you want to do, right? You can take notes on your phone. I've definitely done a lot of that for my daily journals. I still do a lot of that, but there's something nice about being able to write it down and being able to have all these folders in my Remarkable is really sweet. If you guys can see here on the camera, I'm just going to go to a fresh page. Oh, that was a cool one of questions, but look, you can put your arm on it. You can write with it. Super cool. You can erase. Literally zero affiliation. I'm just a huge fan of Remarkable. I've had it for years. People always think it's cool, and it's super fun, honestly, and it's really good. It's concise. You got everything in the same spot. And even what's really cool is you can convert stuff over to PDF, to note section. It's all stored in this Remarkable cloud. So if you're hooked up on Wi-Fi, it's going to automatically sync. Love the Remarkable. That is my daily journal. Anything, prayer and study, devotion, anything that comes to my mind, any thoughts, any questions I want to write down. My Remarkable is my daily journal. On to the third one. Last up, guys, this is the newest journal I got. A friend at work gave this to me. We were talking about journaling one day, and shout out Jonathan if you're watching, brother. Appreciate you so much. He got this for me, and this is a Christian journal, and I want to show you guys the inside. Super cool. It even came with this nice like calligraphy pen, but I just started filling it out. I just got it, so I'm committed to doing it every day, but it's super cool. So just to show you guys the layout of this, I just turned to a random month, but you basically have a monthly check-in, which is really cool. So what you have is greatest insight gained last month. You have a scripture, nice proverb each month. As you guys might know, there's 31 proverbs and there's 31 days in a month, right? So we have a nice proverb every day for the month, which is pretty cool. Biggest accomplishments, prayers answered. This is a really cool section. How am I doing in these areas? Spiritual, financial, career, health. You guys know that's the Powerful One method right there. Taking inventory on how I'm doing physically. How's my physical health? How is my spiritual health? How is my mental and emotional health? How am I growing spiritually, soul, and body? This lets you do that each month and be able to reflect. It's got a schedule that you can go with. It's got biggest goals that you're working toward, thoughts and notes. All right, you flip to the next page. It's got like a scripture or a quote. Right is right, even if no one is doing it. Wrong is wrong, even if everyone is doing it. That's pretty fire. And then you got your daily journal. So like I filled this out today. You've got the date. Today I'm feeling what? Is it something spiritual? Is it something emotional? Is it something physical? How are you feeling today? You have a little reflection that I like to do in the nighttime, a little prayer based on your reflection that's cool, Bible passages that you read that day, rewards for the goals and the priorities that you're looking to achieve that day. This is awesome. It even has a mid-month recap that you can do. So something like this is nice because it gives you the full structure right there to be able to journal, and all you got to do is follow the prompts and be intentional with doing it every day, and you're going to be growing in these different areas. So there it is, guys. There is my journaling for physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. I definitely recommend, if you do not have a journaling practice, to try it out, see if it works for you, and see if you enjoy it. Till next time, guys.